Thanks for staying with us, everyone. We're looking at the new Electoral Act of 2026 that was just signed into law by Mr. President yesterday. Section 85 actually restricts parties from imposing additional qualification or disqualification criteria beyond the Constitution. I guess time will tell to see whether this significantly weakens party autonomy or it betters democracy and the quality of it ahead of this election. Saheed Ajadi is a chieftain of the Accord Party. Thank you so much for staying the course on the program this evening. Let's talk about the reduction of election notice, indeed, from 360 to 300 days. It means, therefore, that we probably will be hearing from INEC soon about changing the timetable as it currently is and bringing it backward to January. What do you make of that development? Do you think we have enough time as we speak now for INEC to prepare for this election?
I think so, because what it means is that we are forward thinking. Reason being that, you know, some Nigerians are Muslims, and the consideration is that the elections might fall into Ramadan, which that's why they want to move it close to home, maybe in January, like that. For me, it's not bad. I don't see anything wrong in it. If you have done your homework well as a party man and you are in a particular organization, it depends on who the populace wants to vote. So the timing reduction or increment has nothing to do with you being elected. What matters is that we need to be patriotic and support Nigeria to succeed. It is not about a party issue. You can see that so many people got elected on the basis of a particular party. By now, they have become to another party. That's why you have 31 governors in APC now. You have very few opposition. So the issue for me is to make sure that we are patriotic enough to get elected and follow the rules of the game. Because if INEC is saying this is the rule, it has to be the rule. It's just like playing football. You are going to sign up to FIFA for a World Cup event. You have to follow the rules. Even if FIFA says that we are going to do VIR or VAR issues now, you might not like it, but the reality is that that is the law now. So we have to abide by it. If INEC says it's now 300 days, fantastic for me. And whoever is going to get elected must be prepared for it, because that is what the umpire is saying. So for me, being in opposition is not anything wrong. It's about patriotism and getting there to do the right thing.
I thought that APC had 30 governors. Are you adding Adamawa to it? Because you said 31.
Oh, right, 30 governors. I beg your pardon.
Because I saw,
that is even a plus.
But how can you even be excited about that as a member of the opposition? Shouldn't you be worried that
you know why I'm excited?
Your party has only one governor now as we speak?
The reason why I'm excited is that it is showing that there is so much maturity and improvement in our electioneering process. That is the dynamism of government of the people, for the people, and by the people. If you are not okay with a particular party, there's no compulsion. You leave it.
I thought the idea of democracy is multiplicity of interest and the ability of people to express themselves differently. There are people who would say, you know, having 30 or 31 governors is driving it towards a one-state party, which, of course, the APC has denied.
I was asked that question before, but the answer is when PDP was the ruling party, people were decamping to PDP from opposition party. Some people left their own seats to be PDP members. It's not new. Things will change before the general elections. You will still see movement. There's no how. A lot of people will be in a party and they say they are not okay with that party and they will leave. Maybe some people want to be governor or senator or whatever and they did not get the ticket in a particular party. If the window is still open, they will leave. So Nigeria politics is not yet about ideology. It's not about ideology. That's why you are seeing these movements like this. It's not about ideology, because it's about, I need to get there. What are you going there for?
You know, some say that many of the movements we're seeing right now, it has nothing to do with governance or democracy. It's just politicians.
Precisely, that's what I'm saying to you.
Looking for the right platform to run with. But the challenge with the APC also would be that even though they may all agree as to who the presidential candidate is, there will be trouble at the state level, considering who runs for governor or for National Assembly and the many seats in the House of Assembly. So perhaps we'll see how that play out in the coming days. But let's get back to...
Which is good for democracy as well.
Of course.
It's a fantastic development for democracy too. Competition is good for us, so we get the best candidate eventually.
The competition, though, should be across different political parties. Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that the democratic element would be that a party like your party, Accord Party, stands a fair chance of winning an election rather than everyone running into a single big party. What do you think?
A lot of people are already decamping now to Accord.
From which party?
To beat in your state.
From where?
Yes.
From which party?
From unknown parties, and new greyhounds are coming into our party.
I thought we were going to say from APC.
I didn't want to mention a name, but you are pushing me to go close to mentioning a name. There's a prominent minister in the cabinet of the president right now. As soon as he lost in Accord, he was not a member of Accord. He was a member of APC. He lost primaries in APC. And he moved to Accord. That's what I was saying in 3 days.
I get it now. Your party strategy is to wait for disgruntled APC members. When they lose primaries, you provide a platform for them.
No, that's not what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you that the disgruntled member left APC and was imposed in Accord.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. And that's not fair. But that is part of politics. Because if you're a party member, you don't want to leave the party. You either negotiate or accept or complain. One of the three.
But that's also probably the destiny of your party in 2027, that many of these big wigs who have left to the APC, who perhaps do not get their desired tickets, will come back to parties like Accord to run. But
I'm saying to you that cross-carpeting has just started.
Indeed.
We have not even seen anything yet.
It's all right.
Cross-carpeting we will talk about this again in another 6 months. Then you realize that so many disgruntled members will find their way out of parties to move into another party. Because it's just one candidate for every seat. And so if that is just one candidate and you are not the party's choice and you still want to be on the ballot, you probably want to move to another party. That's why I said politicians now don't have ideology. In those days, you hardly will see an MPN man move to UPN or NNPP or something like that. You can't find it. But now, it's a situation of desperados. It's not about Nigeria. It's about desperation to be in government to serve themselves.
Let's talk about some developments ahead of the election. Just last night, we broke the news that former Kaduna State Governor Tinubu El-Rufai, who had been with the FCC for 2 nights, left there to the DSS, who are probably going to arraign him for some count on issues of what's it called now? Cybercrime and what have you. You know that there's a political coloration to what is happening right now. The opposition is saying, oh, this is the ruling party, trying to persecute big wigs within the coalition ADC ahead of 2027. How are you reading this development, especially as a member of an opposition party?
I'm not going to speak from a member of opposition party now. I'm going to speak like in Nigeria. El-Rufai has a lot of questions to answer. El-Rufai's 8 years custody, as for me, the kind of records that I have of El-Rufai, there's nothing good about El-Rufai. El-Rufai was very, very vicious in Kaduna State. What happened to the southern Kaduna people in 8 years? 800 people died in a day. El-Rufai did not flinch. The people that were killed in Zaria, El-Rufai did not flinch. The people that they destroyed their house with caterpillar, including former governor, El-Rufai did not flinch. So El-Rufai is a vicious, crazy, evil person. For me, that's why I said I'm not going to talk.
We have to be careful the language we use on national TV.
Use those words, but that's what El-Rufai deserves. El-Rufai is part of the major problem of Nigeria.
You really can't use those words because
okay, so that's why I said
it won't be fair, right?
Those words. El-Rufai is one of the major problems of
Before
Nigeria.
we move on, Mr. Ajadi, I would like if you can withdraw those statements because Malam is not represented here.
The only thing I said was that El-Rufai is evil and is vicious.
So you won't apologize for calling him evil, because if you call someone evil,
no, I'm not going to apologize for calling El-Rufai
you must have proof and evidence to show.
Apologize for that. I won't apologize. You know why? I'm giving you his custody of 8 years. Aside from the capital of Kaduna State, go to Southern Kaduna. Go and see what is happening there. Go and see the level of decadence there. Is Southern Kaduna part of Kaduna State? It is part of Kaduna State. Okay, if I can accept, if you go into records, El-Rufai did interviews that said he paid bandits when he was governor. El-Rufai said he was part of the people that brought terrorists to Nigeria, foreign terrorists to Nigeria. So when they now won the election with Buhari in 2015, these people became a menace to him. So El-Rufai has a look. If I am NSA to the president, El-Rufai will answer plenty of questions, more than you are saying.
Well, you are not NSA, Mr. Ajadi. And but
it the reality is that from records, from monitoring, we have been Nigerians over 50 years.
It's all right.
I watched El-Rufai be the custodian as the FCT minister. I have personal grudges against El-Rufai. It's obvious. I was given an apartment by the federal government in Abuja because El-Rufai wanted to be a governor. He did not sit in a position as a minister.
Well, I think we lost connection with Mr. Ajadi. It's important to note that we cannot independently verify many of the claims that Mr. Ajadi has raised against the former Kaduna State governor. Those are his thoughts, and they have nothing to do with the editorial leaning of TVC News and Beyond the Headlines. That's our show today. I've been speaking with Saheed Ajadi, chieftain of the Accord Party. Remember, you can watch it again at midnight and 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am Nifemi Oguntoye.